Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Dallar's Tactics. So in this video, we're going to be going over the hero event dungeon for Brennan. We don't get one of these events every new hero release, but if they're going to space out their heroes going forward, we probably, we might get them for every hero going forward. So let's just go over the basics, everything you kind of need to know about this event dungeon, some team comps to get through it, some little sticking points in the hard chapter of this event, and we'll try to get you as much stuff as you can possibly get. So let's go look at the event shop. So this event shop isn't as great as some of the other ones we've had. Like, there's no super uber relics from some of the other heroes that we're waiting on. Like, it would have been kind of nice if they would have put Nika Frost in here, or Ceres Fire, right? Stuff like that. Stuff that's still relevant to like the PvP and will help normal players out. Like, I think it was Anya Wind and Iwaret Fire that they put in here the last time we got one of these events, and those were truly account changing relics that they, you know, really motivated you to grind this dungeon event, because you do got to spend a fair amount of stamina. So in here, what would I recommend you getting? Right off the bat, I always say go for the legendary memory stones. Always go for legendary memory stones, because that's the most premium currency in King Arthur Legends Rise. Secondly, I would say that for those people that came in late that don't have a Nika, this is very, very important. You may want to grind out this event just for this selector, because this will allow you to get Nika. So a lot of people I see in comments, I see in my Discord, can you show me a team comp for so-and-so without Nika? I don't have Nika. Well, they don't often give you these legendary hero summon selector tickets without a heavy price tag. I remember I bought, I think it was $100 for me to get an Iwaret. I spent $100 for me to get a Vivian. Were those smart decisions? No. But them just giving away or a way for free to play to grind to get one of these is very, very, very important. So this is the premium probably for people that, especially that you don't have a Nika. Otherwise, someone like me, I'm going to be going for the memory stones. I may, I may grind out this, but I'm going to go for the memory stones first, then I'm going to go for the rate up summon tickets second. I'm not really too keen on going for special summon tickets, because they do come in fairly plentifully if you're in an active clan and you're doing your dailies every day and your monthlies and your weekly missions. I'm not going for the relic summons. It just, until they address the fact that you're just going to pull base relics, they really need to they limit the value of the relic summons. I feel bad spending currency on the relic summons just to get Clarison Fire or Sigrun Fire over and over and over again. Until they fix that, I think that the incentive to go for these types of rewards are really, really poor. So Lego stones, rate up summons, and then the legendary hero selector ticket. Those, I think, are the big three. Okay. Now let's talk about the event. So we're going to start out. I used the same team throughout the entirety of the first event, and I'll show you what that team was. It was not you. It was not you. So it is Gawain and not Arthur. It is Clementine, since Clementine's your healer. I know that not everyone has these characters. A lot of you probably, especially free to play, probably will only have like one copy of Gilroy. You might not even have Gilroy. You might have one copy of Brennan. You might not even have Brennan. Remember that the bonus points is just shortening your farm of this dungeon event to get those rewards. You can still use your most meta heroes, clear all the way through, and then find the highest level in the hard mode of this dungeon, and then just farm that one. But I use this team, so we're going to put it on one-time stamina. Let me check. Here's my rotation. And let's go in. And I use this team right up until... oh, okay. I'm wondering why you're making me watch this animation, but okay, cool. Audrey. And we all know that basically Brennan and Gilroy were tailor-made to tackle Aldry. And then he's dead. So the first the first wing of this dungeon is really, really easy. Or I should say, it's easy. That depends. If you're brand new to the game, then it might be hard, but it is easy. So you can use that team all the way through. Again, if you don't have those heroes, just put in somebody that's going to get it done. It's really this one that gets really, really interesting. So I use that team, I do believe, right up to and including this one with the fairies. So let's try it out. Brennan, I'm going to say it now, he is a very, very interesting hero. Very well done. I thought I used this team on the fairies. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay. We'll get through it. Oh, Brennan, you're silenced. Oh, no. Gilroy, you know, they buffed him, but... And I gotta switch around some gear on my Gilroy, but he still feels like he hits like a little bit of a wet noodle. Ooh. Until he hits somebody with healing disruption. Then, okay, he can whack a little bit. You see, though, this is gonna take me a while. So he's not bad. You know, Gilroy did hit her for some okay damage. Oh, I just realized that I have my Gawain in his Fire Relic. You really do want to bring in wind-type heroes into this dungeon event because the bosses or the enemies are they are mainly all frost. So I'm nerfing myself a little bit by having Gawain still on his Fire Relic. So you see, we're going to get through this. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to forfeit it so we can carry on. But that team gets it done. Now, once we got up to these plant guys, that's when it got kind of difficult. So I even used this team against the boars. A lot of people are having trouble with these boars. We'll just go in here briefly, show you. Because they do a lot of assist attacks. Like, they'll just focus down a guy and they'll just go on him. And I do got to make it known that if your heroes aren't highly developed, well, I'm sorry, you may just have to go back, develop your heroes a little bit more, and then come back here. Because you see, they're targeting him because they all have, I think that's just defense down. What is that debuff on them? Effect resistance. Okay, that's not a big deal. But, you know, like, they've barely taken off any health of my guys. They keep targeting Brennan, even though they don't have taunt on him. And then the first one's dead, and then they just die. So people are having some difficulties with that one, but it's not really a difficult fight. That's going to depend on... it's going to be basically a gear and a development check on your heroes. Now, when I got up to this one right here, the plants, that's when I had to kind of change my strategy because I couldn't get it down with this comp. So now I had to start giving away some points. Since it is ice, right? I know, I don't have Iwarit in his wind relic. Okay, well then use someone like Tristan, right? Then we're gonna go Nika. Yes, I know, I don't have Nika. Okay, well, try out Jillian in her ice relic. Just try to fit in a high DPS and a replacement. I'm still bringing in Brennan for the massive bonus points. I'm still bringing in Gilroy for the bonus points. And I think this comp got me through it. But this one was rough. I'm not going to lie. This one was where it started getting kind of rough. So I'm focus targeting one down. So, oh, but Iwi fire. Ooh, she just... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. And I know a lot of people aren't going to have Iwi wind. I'm sorry I said Iwi fire. But Iwi wind... I did use one of my relic selectors from the 4-pack on the wind relic, and I don't regret it. And it's over. So again, if you don't have Iwi Wind, though, then bring in just a high DPS wind type character. So, like I said, you could substitute Iwi for Anya. Anya Wind. If you got Anya Wind, that's going to work as well, too. If you don't have Anya Wind, then you can try Tristan, but keep in mind he's a single target. But he probably would work. Other than that, Gawain wasn't really putting out the deeps, in my opinion, so I wouldn't bring Gawain. Unless you have like a C8 Gawain. My C3 Gawain just couldn't get the damage done. For a rares, I'd say Tristan's probably your go-to if you don't have Iwi Wind or Anya Wind. Okay, now, the next one, floor 8. Okay, so this one did kind of suck. So I think I did something like this. So I still brought in my Brennan. But then I did have to go Lot Fire. And since this is a ice element, we are going to bring back Iwi and put her in Wind. So this one is still rough, and I recommend playing this stage on manual. And I've said it in a lot of videos on Lot, is that for these fights, they like to put in these big giant fights where they will just smash your face really, really quickly. And this is where Lot Fire comes in really, really handy. So I gotta get it off auto though right away, because they will wreck your face. So I'm not gonna heal. I'm just gonna put my damage buff over on Iwi. And Iwi can't really take the hits. So here we go. Now we got Lot's turn. So let's pick on a giant. Let's pick on this guy over here. We did not land Brainwash, but we will land it on whoever we select now, or we should. Let's target this one. There we go. We got it. Why? Because that's in Lot's kit. But now we have to take these hits. Okay, so let's... I don't think they heal. Tackle enemies. I think I would rather put the barrier, because this second ability on Brennan gives a barrier to your ally with the lowest health, which you really do have to protect Iwi, otherwise she will get kind of wrecked. So let's go target this guy over here. And as you see, this Brainwash unit is helping us out. So let's pick someone with high health. Let's pick on you. There we go. We landed a Brainwash. Now, the funny thing is, though, is I kind of screwed up. Because you see how this guy's taunting? Even though he's Brainwashed, he's still forced to hit Brennan. So ideally, target someone with Brainwash that isn't forced taunting. Or isn't forced to taunt to Brennan. So that's kind of a screw up on my part, but we're going to go whack. We'll kill one. And then we're going to kill another one. Whack. Okay. See there? See, even though he's brainwashed, he still attacked my Brennan. Okay, so let's brainwash one that's not taunting. There we go. There we go. So that's how you kind of got to play this. Boom. But yeah, I think Lot is kind of key here. So I don't need to heal anymore. So let's beef up my Iwi. And let's try to brainwash this guy. No, we didn't get it. And then Brennan assists and gives us the shield. Okay, since you're not brainwashed, let's force you to taunt me. Give that back to old Iwi. There we go. Yeah, I know. Ooh, so strong. And so dead. Go, Iwi, go, Iwi, go. So, Lot really is kind of the key to this fight. Ooh, see? It's, So now we are without our Lot. This is not a stage that I would recommend trying to farm. No. No, 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 no. So please kill that one. Thank you. Not doing a whole lot of damage, though. We'll just force him to... Ooh, big hits. These giants really do hit kind of hard. Can we get him down before he mollywops us? I think we will. I think we will. I think we will. Yeah, oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, this one, a lot of people are probably going to get stuck on. Again, if you don't have an Iwaret in a Wind Relic, Anya Wind Relic will probably work nice. If you don't have Anya Wind Relic, then I would recommend a high-level Tristan, because he does do really good single-target damage. So that's stage 8, and then stage 9 is a lot easier. You don't need Lot anymore. You really only need Lot for that first one. I do believe for stage 9, I just brought Gilroy back in, and it worked just fine. And then for stage 10, I removed you, and I do believe I went like this. Well, we will run stage 10. So they really want you, you know, obviously these two heroes are kind of the tailor-made or built specifically to help in Aldry, even though you don't need them in Aldry. And then you do need to bring in a single target high DPS. Morgan would work as well, but I use Tristan for this. So this is going to be the team that I farm this event with. So let's target the boss. Make sure we target the boss. Is there better teams in this? Maybe. There might be better teams in this. But this team gets it done. This team will get it done. And it's interesting because they seem to have coded Gilroy's healing DK to come up specifically when Aldry goes into the hibernation mode. So you see, you know, obviously we know Aldry, all the mechanics of Aldry. As his health gets lower, then his defense goes up. Right? He's got an inverse ratio between defense and his health. So really, we're not going to do a whole lot of damage during this phase. Like, it's really, we're just chipping him down. As soon as Aldry goes into hibernation mode, you'll see that's when we're going to apply the healing decay, and that's where we're going to do the majority of our damage. Boom, boom, boom. Want you in my room. And bringing in Brennan and Gilroy, we're going to get the majority of our bonus points from those two heroes. So come on. So there we go. So you see, like I said, hibernation instantly applies healing decay. Now we're going to do the majority of our damage. It seems like the developers did a really good job lining those two up. They really want you to use Gilroy in Aldry. And for this event, you do want to do that. For the normal dungeon, you don't have to do that at all. As you can see, this fight does take a long time. But as soon as Aldry wakes up here, he's gonna kill himself, basically. Stand up, baby doll. And boom, big hit of damage. So now we're gonna chip shot again until Aldry goes back into hibernation mode, and then we're gonna land healing decay again. And this fight is going to take forever. You see that we can apply some defense down. Ideally, Morgan is usually the candidate for defense down, but they did add it to Gilroy's kit specifically because of the high defense in Aldry. And they're trying to get you to not use your Morgan, specifically not for this one. So barely, like we are just, even Tristan is just barely putting a dent in Aldry. Like, what? You didn't do anything there, buddy. So now we gotta wait for another hibernate, which is going to take forever. What are we? We're on turn 45, but it feels like 405. Also remember, though, this is stage 10 of the hard side of this dungeon, and this has usually been fairly difficult. Like, I'm talking really difficult. Like, you have to have almost maxed out heroes to beat this. And yes, my Nika is pretty much maxed out. My Gilroy's only C3. My Brennan is C5, but I did do this with Brennan at C3. I've just developed him further since. So you see Healing Decay is back up for 2 turns. Like I said, it's pretty much hard-coded to work like that. So now we can do some damage, and then when Aldry stands up, he's going to self-harm himself. I don't advocate self-harm on this channel, but I'll leave it at that. So there you go, up, and he's dead. Okay, so painful. Took a long time. 11-minute fight. Subtract that or divide that by 3. So really it was like basically a 4-minute fight to get through. But I got 900 juicy points. Got a little bit of gold. There you go. Now I'm going to farm that. I'm going to set it to farm like 100 times, leave the room, come back, and spend my currency. So ladies and gentlemen, that is probably everything that I have to tell you about the Brennan dungeon event. All right, make sure I don't hit the wrong button there. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, put them down in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments. Yes, I know I don't have this hero. I don't have that hero. A lot of you not gonna have Iwi for wind. Well, like I said, let's just try this event with Tristan. Let's see if we can do it with Tristan. All right. I guess I should come back into the game. Because, yeah, Iwi was killer in this dungeon. So let's just try. Let's see if Tristan has the deeps to get this done. Yeah, almost one-shot that guy with this worm. And Tristan is a hero that we should all have. Yes, I know my Tristan is C8. Okay, so 1 worm down. Yes, I know my Tristan is C8, but again, this is the upper levels of this dungeon. If you can't beat it, just go to the one that you can beat with the most bonus point heroes and farm that one. So, I'm not going to keep going on this fight. Obviously, that fight is going to be a win. So, Tristan can work as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're done. Now we're done. Comments, questions, and concerns, put them in the comment section below. I'll respond to you. My Discord link is there as well. It is not a very, it is not a typical, it is not Stu Gaming's Discord where he has channels for everything. That's just a place to come hang out with me and to ask questions if you want. There's other people in there you ask questions too, but it is a very, very casual Discord. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with that. Until next time, cheers, peace, bye-bye.